right. Welcome to today's episode of Hot Girl Hair
Hot Girl Hair
podcast. Today we have an amazing guest. I'm really excited about today. So we decided, Paige and I, that we are all in for ever and ever. And we are getting our logos tattooed on our bodies forever. So that's our guest. That a good
Love that. I think it's perfect.
Is it good?
Show 'em.
We're getting them in the same spot.
I literally had to spend 2 days to look for a spot that was open. But
all of your real estate is covered.
yeah.
Yes. So on our working hands, when we're doing our install, we will be reminded of our commitment
at the palm skin.
with our tattoos. So our guest, Marcella, she's an incredible tattoo artist. We're super excited to have her here today. She runs her own business in, it could be considered the beauty industry for sure.
Yeah, I would say.
I don't know what. Like when I sign up for stuff, it's always like the beauty,
Yeah.
like catalog.
Yeah.
I feel like it translates over like beauty industry and tattoo industry because artist is artist. It's just a different canvas. Our canvas is hair. Her canvas is skin.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, it's the same kind of thing. Like, do you work in a shop or do you rent your own space?
So I just moved into my own space that I rent out.
Okay. Like a suite type situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Love that.
But I will say like most tattooers work at like a shop that's like the industry like
Like a
normal.
commission suite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think like as the industry is getting larger and like more people are getting into it, suites are becoming like more popular for sure.
I feel like our industry is very much the same way.
Similar.
There's a lot of debate on like commission versus booth rental and like the pros and cons of each. So there's probably pros and cons in your industry too. So as an artist, you prefer to have like your own space and to like decorate it, to have your own energy and vibe, right?
For sure. I mean, like, I think anybody would probably say that they prefer to be like their own boss.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
your time is your own, your supplies, you can like say what you need and what you don't need,
Absolutely.
who you want to book, when you want to book them.
Yeah.
If you feel like shit and you can't go to work,
Mm-hmm.
you don't work.
Right.
That's definitely the goal. That's always the goal for hairstylists
Yeah.
too. And the great debate is always commission versus booth rental and what is best. I feel like there's a time and a place for both.
Yes. That's what I was
It's
just
not about
to say.
what's best. It's about
Yeah.
where you're at in your career.
In your career. So like for me, I started my career at like a best cuts type of place. It was called Fiesta.
Oh,
And, yeah, that sounds fun. Fiesta. I cut my husband's hair many times at Fiesta.
Okay.
He was my husband. But so I started there and it was literally like a chop shop. And so
like a great clips type.
it was like a great,
Okay.
but you could also do color.
Oh.
And so I started my career there and, that was my first in salon job.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never do that now, 18 years in, never in the world. But I will tell you, cutting my teeth at a place like that,
Mm-hmm.
where honestly, it wasn't even commission. I was making hourly.
Oh.
I got to keep my tips, but I was making hourly. But if my earnings like hit a certain amount, then it would switch over to commission.
Okay.
But they had that so high.
Yeah.
It was totally
It's by design.
One time did I ever like make a commission check? It was always hourly.
Yeah, I wonder if they like how many people actually ever made commission. If they had like a chart of like the one person who had it and did it.
It's an unreachable goal.
Yeah. But looking back at it now, it taught me how to be time efficient. It taught me pressure. It taught me men's cuts.
Yeah.
Like it brought me to show up to work on time.
Yeah.
It taught me the importance of professionalism. Like the best way to describe it for me was it's a place when you're new in the industry, a setup like that is a good place to cut your teeth.
That makes sense because I feel like a lot of the girls busting out in the industry see stylists like renting and they want to immediately go into booth rental.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a flop because
It's because they don't have
the mentality to
Yeah,
yeah.
they haven't really learned how the industry works and haven't had enough experience to be your own boss. You can absolutely, that's always the goal, is to be your own boss.
Always.
But you have to know how to do it, or it will be a flop.
Right. Like you have to start, you gotta be humbled. And I'm sure it's in the tattoo industry. It's like when you're very first licensed and you're so excited and you're ready to go, you have zero experience.
Yeah.
Not just, in your craft, you have to build the confidence in your craft, but also like, where are the people coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the clients coming from? Where's the marketing coming from?
Yeah.
Where's the budget for XYZ?
Yeah.
And so really, to be honest, my best advice to new artists, whether you're a brow artist, tattoo artist, hairstylist, makeup artist, go where they're going to teach you.
Yeah.
Go where they're going to teach you. Go to the chop shop.
Yeah.
Go get commission.
Get some clients.
Because
Be an assistant for a while and learn from a seasoned stylist.
right.
Learn from their mistakes on their behalf.
Yeah.
So you don't have to learn the mistakes on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Scary world out there.
Because we're all going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got I have been in this industry for 18 years. I have plenty.
I feel like this industry and like nursing is a scary industry to be into, because like we learn by doing. We learn by our mistakes.
We learn by the flops.
Well, and like everybody's different too. So like you could have done the same exact thing on somebody else, but their hair takes
absolutely
differently.
Yeah,
so then it's like
exactly like skin.
Skin is the same.
Yeah, is
Somebody who's like 60-year-old compared to a 20-year-old, like, yeah, their skin's going to be different. Same placement, same design, might not look exactly the same.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's literally exactly like I just had a client the other day, and she's an incredible client. I love her so much. But she came from somebody else that had left her hair in not the best state. Like this poor sweet girl had her hair in foils with 40 volume bleach, and the girl had a flat iron and was heating up the packets. Heating up the foil. I'm sorry, I'm not even a hairstylist. And I'm like, that's all bad. That's bad.
If you're a stylist and you hear that information, don't you just gasp?
Yeah. I mean, so my poor, sweet, amazing client, she came to me, and there's only so much I can do now.
You get black.
And she doesn't want to go all dark.
She just went through the process of getting in light.
And the girl marketed herself as a specialist.
Oh.
She even knows.
No.
Marketed herself as a specialist.
I feel like that's like very common too in like the nail industry. Like,
Yeah.
you pay like $100 to get like really nice designer nails, or you can go to like a regular nail salon and pay $100 for like some basic nails, but they're all charging the same amount, whether they're designer or not designer.
Right.
I'm perfect example of this.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Freaking kidney bean nails right now. I cheated on Emily, our nail girl, because to be truthful, I cannot do installs. I can't do Medusa installs without my tools, and my nails are my tools. I use them for everything. And so I knew I had a bunch of installs coming in, and I had like 2 nails, and Emily was booked. And so I went to the closest place that could do it, and I paid to the penny the exact same amount that I pay Emily, and I left with kidney beans. And I showed a picture. I said, I want stiletto with a matte red. This is shiny as hell. This is not matte. And so, that's just doubling down on your point. Like, I got charged the same amount because somebody wanted to say and claim that they were a specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's big in our industry too, is they take one class, a 3-hour class,
Or watch one video.
immediately they are a blending specialist.
Yeah.
Homegirl, you've been out of school for 6 months and you took one
Class.
blank name class.
Yeah.
You are not the specialist, okay?
So that's got to be really hard for people who are not in our industries. How do you find the actual specialist?
Honestly, it's scary.
Yeah.
As a client, I wouldn't even know what to do as a normal person trying to book somebody who actually knows their stuff, because everybody's profile says bonding specialist, extension specialist.
Tattoo specialist, fine line specialist.
Yeah, fine line specialist. But it's rampant in the industry.
It's pretty bad. I think like it's if you go to a tattoo shop and you try to do like a walk-in, like they're just gonna like sit you down with anybody, where they are specializing in that design, or they don't ever do that design, or this is like their first week, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna put you down and take your money and
I think
so that.
I think honestly, I think the best advice I could give anybody, whether you're looking for a tattoo artist, a hairstylist, a brow artist, nail artist, whatever, if you're looking for a specialist, I think the only way is how long someone may be doing something. I really want a specialist.
Yeah.
They have to have some time underneath their belt.
I would say like my to-go option is always like referrals.
Referrals.
Somebody, if you know somebody and you know they've been doing it for so long and they've done a good job and you see what they've been doing, that to me is like the key.
Yeah, like a personal recommendation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's like she's been doing my hair for years, or these are my tattoos that she's done. Like I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. This is the person.
That's that.
The social media is like all false. Like everything online, I feel like you can see somebody post something and it'll look good, and
sometimes it's not even their work.
it's not. Yeah,
I've had that. I have follow-up.
AI is great because you can just put anything you want in there and it'll edit it.
I was looking for a lip girl in the area, and it's so interesting. I took a deep dive on the lip artists in the area because I've been trying to get my lips done the way I used to get my lips done, and I'm having the hardest time. I've seen the same picture on several different people's things, and I found out that it's the stock image from the filler company. They're using the stock image from the company of the filler that they used as their work.
Yeah.
Dang, you got your CIA kit. Find that out.
Oh, yeah.
I was deep diving. Wow.
Yeah, so it's probably the same thing.
Yeah.
AI is big, so don't always go on people's social medias and pictures
to get what you see.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, definitely personal referrals.
So let me ask you, in your industry, have you been plagued with the AI inspiration pictures like we have?
100%.
Oh my gosh. AI inspiration pictures are rampant right now.
It's so bad.
It's the other thing is like people are expecting you to deliver this AI generated picture,
Possible inspiration.
or impossible budgets. Their budget's $100. Homegirl, it's going to cost me over $100 in products. Baby light for 6 hours, root smudges, toners, treatments, all of that. I cannot do that in $100.
No.
And another thing that I have noticed that in the same kind of concept is we all have our little groups on Facebook, our little local groups.
Yeah.
When somebody asks, hey, can somebody do this, to my hair? And then we see 100 baby stylists. Yes, I can do it for $85. I can do it for $95.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, how? Because I just added it up in my head. It's going to cost me $120 in product to do it properly, to deliver the picture that you just posted. How are you doing it for $85? Either you're lying or you're not making any money and you're very, very new and you're trying to build your portfolio, which is fine, but you need to be upfront about that.
Yep.
We have the tattoo groups too on Facebook, and sometimes like the stuff that they post, I'm just like, there's no
It's wild. Like the general public just has no idea.
And it's rough. It's rough because everyone does need to start somewhere.
Yes.
And, but like you said, doubling down on be upfront about it.
Be upfront.
And call it a model.
Yeah, model. I can do this for model pricing.
I'm building my portfolio.
I'm gonna say, because somebody who's paying $100 can't expect to get a professional at like 10 years.
100%.
And for a full huge project.
And for that AI generated photo, first of all,
it's AI generated.
I can get it close to that for sure, but it's still not going to look like that because it's fake.
I wish that's not a real image. And I bet Marcella, you could probably vouch for this. I wish people would have more faith and trust in our skill and our ability, so they can show us truly an inspo picture.
Yes,
not a okay, I stick it mentality. Because we can't replicate something to a T. It's not possible.
We're human, like
everybody has a different canvas. And even that artist couldn't replicate that on your head because that person's head had a totally different hair history.
Oh yeah, hair. I mean, bringing my client I was telling you about earlier. Like, that is a perfect example. The hair history on her scalp that's brand new where her roots are, that is baby history. There's nothing there. It's going to take completely differently on the roots than it is down here when she went to Sally Homegirl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Same exact color, executed the same exact way, but you're getting completely different results because of all the details. And those details are so important. You can't just expect,
Well, and people don't understand. It's not like painting a wall. When people were like, "Oh, I want to see swatches," no, you don't. You're not gonna look at a swatch and say, "I want that color," and then get that color. It's not. I wish. I mean, can the industry
that would make so much easier?
Right? Like, can we start painting hair literally like it's painting a wall? That would make our lives so much easier. But it's not.
It's never gonna work like that. Just like in her industry, skin, like
different types of skin.
Yeah,
like
so different types of skin take ink differently too.
Yeah,
does some like push it out?
I wouldn't say necessarily pushing it out. I will say like it just won't heal properly.
Okay.
So like the ink just won't go into the skin. I guess pushing it out would be like
So give the analogy again that you did before. Like if a mother-daughter came in, one of them's 60.
Oh yeah. So like if somebody has like older skin, so they're like in their 50s, 60s, the skin has time to like get older. If they want a design compared to somebody who's in their 20s, the image is just like not gonna look the same,
Same place in the body, the same art design, everything. It'll look completely different.
See, I wish we could like get people to understand these things, but I think we're going to be fighting this even more as AI just gets more and more advanced. I want to be one of the AI generated models too.
I know. Me too. Honey, I would love to walk around.
Yes.
In AI model.
Yes. Can we just live in La La Land in AI world? Because I will.
But I think that's,
I will say like, at least from my experience with like my clients, when I kind of give them I want to say lecture, but if I'm like, hey, listen, like
the rundown.
Like this is obviously not a real image.
Got it.
This design is maybe 1 inch big and it has like facial features. It's not possible.
Yeah.
But what I can do for you and then like explain it that way, I think people are more willing to understand and like have those expectations met. But I will say, I'm sure there's definitely other people out there who will get those reference images and just be like, okay, yeah, I can do that for you.
Without like a proper consultation and realistic expectation.
Yeah, and then they'll come to me and be like, hey, so this looks like a black glob. And I'm like,
yeah, sure does.
That's what would happen if somebody tried to put a face on.
Like doing like a portrait the size of what?
Portrait on her.
Like a quarter. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Well, and that, that's why we wanted to come on here and talk about this because I and we want to help other stylists. We want to help the baby stylists, baby tattoo artists. We want to give
the knowledge
and knowledge not only to future stylists and artists, but to the consumer.
Yeah.
How much easier your life will be if you understand, like, okay, maybe someone watching this is like, I never thought of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it isn't that easy.
That makes sense.
Like we want to kind of bridge that gap.
Absolutely.
To make the transactions between stylists and consumer, artists and consumer easier.
Yes, everybody needs to work together. People need to understand realistic expectations, and we need to deliver proper consultations.
Yes.
For those explaining it to them so they understand.
Right.
Now sign on the dotted line.
Yeah. And we need to humble ourselves as stylists.
Yes.
We need to look at ourselves in the mirror and take accountability of, am I truly a specialist in this? How do I feel about this?
Should I even attempt this?
Should I try this? Because And if I'm not comfortable in this, then we're going to go model pricing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I have learned behind the chair from the most horrific mistakes. I literally learned firsthand that you are not supposed to bleach hair that has been permed.
Cool.
Because
That's a file.
about 8 inches of it mushed off.
Oh no.
The foils were smoking. Okay, I was a baby stylist.
Did you ask if they had a perm?
I did the perm.
Oh,
Honey, I did.
oh, goodness gracious.
That was how I knew about style I was. But that is the,
It's learning.
you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, even the best of the best have been there. We've all been there. We've all done it. We have to learn from our own experience, but we have to have humility and not be charging specialist prices for novice, you know.
Yeah, you got to get to that level.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Everybody has to start there.
And you're like, I did it the wrong way. When I was building my business, and you can ask my sweet husband, everything was 50% off all the time. All the time.
Just to get the experience.
Just to get it in there. And that perm who came back 8 months later, it had been 8 months. So I thought, fine. Not when your hair's down to here. That 8 months is there.
That's still there. The hair history. Yep.
Baby stylist in me, the brain did not compute.
Or if she would have gone brown after that, we're like, oh, well, yeah, my hair's brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like, yeah, what's under that brown?
What's under that brown matters.
Yes.
The hair history, until it's cut off, it's going to come up.
That's another thing that clients who don't know the hair industry don't understand.
And we want them to
The
understand.
hair history doesn't leave the hair. So if you have highlights, say I went and got a full head of highlights, which I would freaking never. But if I did, I would be red and orange and all the terrible colors. And then I went back dark. And then I went to a stylist and I didn't mention that to them, that this hair has already been bleached previously, even though it's not. And this is laying on my hair now.
Stylist can't see it. If it's all colored black, it feels fine.
Yep.
Stylist doesn't know. Yeah. Stylist goes,
Doesn't matter how many years you have of experience.
Yeah.
That's just not good.
right.
Like both parties have to be upfront.
Yes.
You have to tell your stylist all of your hair history, and your stylist has to ask.
And I know it sucks and I know it's hard because there's a lot of pressure for new artists now.
Yes.
Everyone is claiming that they're a specialist, and, you know, the whole fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
You know, they're fake it till you make it is great for certain things.
Yep.
Like when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But, you know, but people be faking it that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And truly, like, natural talent is a thing, but time and experience speaks
So
volume.
even if you do take a class in whatever, if it's a blonding class, an extension class, just because you took that one class, that does not immediately make you a specialist.
If you have a certification, that's fantastic.
Yes.
But you're not a specialist yet. You're certified.
Doesn't those certificates tell them that they're specialists? So isn't that something that should be going with the people who are doing the training?
That depends on who you get certified with.
Our certification, we have one right there, and it doesn't say anywhere on it that
You're not a specialist. But you are certified to perform this method.
meaning you
have all the information.
right, just like our licenses.
Yes.
You know, your tattoo apprenticeship.
Yeah.
You get a, you know, certificate of completion that you have completed the requirement.
Yeah, and a cosmetology license. We have our license to be able to perform the services.
Right.
That doesn't make me a specialist immediately stepping into the salon on day one.
Right.
Same thing with the certification. You are certified to perform them, and now you need to get the experience to be able to call yourself the specialist. You need real life trial and error. You need a book of business. You need lots of before and afters.
Yeah.
You need lots of content of showing not just the afters, because we can make anything look good curled. We want to see under the hood.
We want to see the process.
All of it. Lift the hair up. Let's see the work. The work will speak for itself.
Right.
Let's see the grow outs. Let's see what it looks like when your client comes back in 8 weeks.
Right.
Is it a matted disaster? Well, then we need to go back and practice more.
Yeah.
And that does not make you a specialist.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with, like, being certified in something and being excited to share with somebody. I'm newly certified in this. I'm trying to build my portfolio, model prices. Like that is the avenue that people should be taking right now, because that will help them grow their business exponentially, not only with their skill level, but with trust. With trust with, their clients, and then other people, like Marcella was saying, word of mouth. Word of mouth. If you're doing an excellent job, you will eventually get out of the model pricing.
Yes.
Yeah. Once you have, a Rolodex.
100%. But also being upfront about giving your services at a discounted rate for model pricing will give the client the, understanding that this is, I'm a practice head.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to be perfect. We're going to grow together.
Yeah.
She's going to learn on my head, and I'm willing to pay the lesser price to be your guinea pig. And there's tons of people who fit in that category.
They want to do that. Yeah.
But you just got to be upfront about it. There'll be a line at the door the moment you say discounted prices, and they'll be the willing participant to learn with you.
And how many clients do you have from things like that, from model calls, giveaways? You like our salon mom.
My salon mom, my most loyal client, who now her daughter works here as a nail tech, came to me. I got her from a giveaway. 6 years ago. 7 years ago?
Time too, yeah.
I got her from a giveaway. And she has been my ride or die.
See, there's value in humility.
Absolutely.
So much.
And she knew what that meant. She knew she was getting a giveaway because I was newer in the industry. I was newer, to the method. I was creating. Actually, this was in the middle of me creating my own method.
After going to the certification.
The certification. So I didn't like my certification. So I said, I needed heads to practice on.
Yeah.
So we did model calls, we did giveaways, and they were under the understanding, hey, I am developing my own method. So they're going to be a guinea pig.
The temporary price.
Yes.
While I'm building my empire.
Yep.
And that is the way to go.
We do that in the tattoo industry all the time.
Yeah.
Next month, I'm actually doing a training out in New Hampshire with a tattoo artist.
Oh, that's awesome.
Realism. Yeah, she's an amazing artist. I mean, she's been doing.
So you're taking taking her class?
Yeah, we're doing like a one-on-one course.
Nice. Love that.
I've already seen like people that she's already taught and how they've progressed.
Yeah.
As well. So yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, I want to be there too.
I want to try it. I want to see what I can do with it.
There must be something to it if you see other people who took in her course and then have mad success out there.
Yeah. I did the research. I looked at it, and then just seeing her, and like she does a lot of florals. So I'm like, I like flowers. So let's try it out and see.
That's cool. So, and it'll just be like another tool to add to your
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I feel like that's always like a great thing to do as well, is just continually like learning and making yourself grow. Like
absolutely. Continuing education. You're never too old. You're never too experienced to learn something new.
Everybody else has like something that they've done or tried that works for them. Yeah. How do you know that won't work for you?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Or you can take bits and pieces of what they brought to the table and
then mush it together and make your own thing.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
I love that.
Like I will always be looking and learning. Always.
Yeah.
Because I'm never too humble to learn any of it.
No way.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like if you think that you know everything, that's how you're
retired.
Yeah, so you're
retired.
And yeah, so like I don't want to ever be done. I'm like, I want to constantly grow. I want to be the best. Like,
well, like things are always evolving. So like newer stylists versus older stylists. An older stylist might be able to learn stuff from a newer stylist.
I do all the time.
New techniques that people have developed and taken extra classes for. So it's like just because you've been doing it for a long time doesn't automatically know you don't know everything either. You've got to be open to the knowledge.
You have to be, and like in
layering that knowledge.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
we're not too good for it.
Let's not gatekeep. Like let's share all the things.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
Like it's been almost 20 years since I was in school. It's been 18 years since I was in school. And when how I learned versus things I'm executing now, they don't coexist. They're
different.
Like the very first time I ever saw a coup board for balayages, So I don't know. It's like, excuse me. I have one somewhere. A coup board it's like a comb. It's like a comb teeth, like a hair cutting comb, but it's attached to a board.
Oh,
And it goes at the round of the head.
got it. Yes.
The stability that you can get
Yeah.
when free painting on that,
Yeah.
10 times faster. You know what I mean?
It's so much easier.
I have been stuck in my ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing it. If they broke, don't fix it. I wouldn't be doing the balayages I'm doing.
I mean, it is broke. That's why somebody fixed it.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, broken. Yeah, Botox. We all get it.
Yeah.
So always learning, always evolving, always being open.
Yeah.
To
Perspectives, different ideas. Everybody has something new to see. Yes. Different way of looking at it. Yeah.
that's what makes an artist like a
Top notch. Yeah.
Yeah.
notch
For sure.
clear specialist
Always learning.
for sure.
Always.
Always teaching too.
Always teaching. All right, it's my turn. Same kind of spot.
Okay, that's so exciting. I got mine already.
Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. So no. Now I'm in the hot seat.
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
So, Marcella, do you charge as in your industry? Because this will translate a little bit. Do you charge like an hourly rate, or do you prefer to charge like a per package rate?
I do have an hourly rate that I can charge. But for my clients, I feel like it's easier for them to be able to budget if I give them a flat price.
Okay.
So for myself, like I'll kind of frame myself, if I charge $150 an hour and I know it's going to take me 3 hours,
Okay.
then I'll give them a flat price based on that. Right.
Okay.
So that way, even if it takes me like an hour extra, but mentally I knew it was supposed to take me this
Give yourself wiggle room.
Yeah. But also I think like based off of like my experience, I should be able to do it by this time. So if I take a little bit longer, then I bite that bullet on myself. I'm like, this is on me.
Yeah.
But if it's like a sleeve and I don't necessarily know how long it's going to take or what we're really going into it, then I'll do like the hourly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if it's like going to be like a massive piece or something,
Yeah,
yeah. Coming from multiple sessions type situation.
Yeah, when we don't really know and they just kind of want to stop and go, or it's really based off of like what the client is really expecting or wanting to do. I kind of base it off of that.
That makes sense. I feel like there's a lot of controversy in our industry too on stylists, whether we should charge an hourly rate or per package, because we get a lot of, inquiries about what would you charge for this? What would you charge for that? And it's like, it's really hard to gauge what we would charge because each person is going to be different. We're going to be taking different steps. It's going to be taking different kinds of products. It's going to be taking different amount of time or multiple different sessions. So like one set price is sometimes harder. So I feel like I've had conversations with a lot of other hairdressers who are moving into the hourly rate.
Yeah.
And everything is just lumped in. That way your client does not have the option to opt out of certain things. They cannot opt out of the treatments that they need.
Exactly.
They cannot opt out of the toners. They cannot opt out of whatever to reach their end goal, because these people will be like, I want it to look like this, but I don't want the retap. I don't want the toner. I don't want the K18. Well,
Yeah.
Your there is not going to be able to manage that. Yeah,
exactly. So we have to use these things so that way they can pay an hourly rate and everything's included. And then one person, Sally, might have 10 hairs on her head.
Correct.
And then JoJo might have more hair than 3 people. They're going to be charged differently because it's going to take different products at a different time.
Exactly.
So definitely something to think about in the industry on package pricing versus hourly pricing.
I think it goes back to experience behind the chair, years of experience.
Yep.
When I was first beginning, like I was telling you, like everything was 50%, 59%. I'm like,
I didn't come in today.
I just wanted people.
Yeah.
I was earning my worth. And it wasn't until I married my husband, actually, until I realized, like,
do they do that? Because my husband did the same thing to me. I'm like, very much like, I can do it for 100. He's like, that's going to take you 3 hours. So,
no, you're not doing that. I think
they see our worth.
They see our worth more than we do. And it goes into imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome is rampant in our industry.
Bad right now because everything goes to social media.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you were saying earlier, social media is bells and whistles. You can't always trust what you see on there.
Yeah.
But we don't know that.
Like, you also have to create this image for yourself too. So it's so hard.
That
it's really difficult.
And like, say you spent 6 hours on this client and you totally executed the work and it's amazing. And she already knew the price, like going up front. So okay, so her bill should be $600
At least.
Okay. And then you go to charge her and there you are, you're standing there with your phone and your Gloss Genius thing. And you're like, that'll be $200. And they're like, oh, that's it? Oh, I would charge you. Like,
What? Shit. And then
you're right. That is no. Actually, no. I'm right. $200.
that is what you
Yeah.
paid in product.
But
Yeah.
it's the imposter syndrome.
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
And like, if the pressure of checking out your client as like an independent stylist while you're just standing there
The worst.
and they're like, you know,
The worst for me is tip. Like,
Oh, that's
I'm like,
here,
it's gonna ask you a couple questions after. Like,
it's gonna ask you quick.
it's gonna ask you.
That's so. And really, the only question on there is, are you adding gratuity? How embarrassing!
Yeah, embarrassing.
How do you get around that? I feel like Starbucks.
I know, but Starbucks got it down.
That's why honestly I like them to like Zelle me money and Venmo me money so they know the price and now they'll add the tip in their head or not sometimes
Or
whatever. It's their prerogative. Tips are never expected but always appreciated.
please appreciate.
But you know, don't expect any favors if you're not a good member.
Yeah, it's not expected. It's just appreciated.
Not expected but always appreciated.
Definitely always appreciated.
But yeah, it's just like a really kind of like awkward experience.
You and
Do you guys have that same thing?
Oh, yeah.
Checking you out?
Yeah, I use Square, so I'm like, here, take my phone. I'm gonna start cleaning up.
Yeah.
If you want to just fill this out for me, that would be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to sign it and then hit continue.
And then
Because I've had some people where they
Just
sign it and I'm like,
When I
why do they have the tip option after?
I don't know.
It should be first.
So mine is different. It just goes, I charge them, and then it'll ask for tip, and then a receipt.
Okay.
So then it's just
That's normal.
So then I'm like,
Wait,
here, it's gonna ask you a couple questions. Take my phone.
Yeah.
So that way, like,
And then you can be like,
It's like, I'm gonna go
I'm just gonna get it to the door.
Yeah, but I'm always super awkward about it. There's no way to not be, and I think honestly, it just goes to show the character of
the person.
Like when I married my husband, he was the first person to tell me like, babe, you're so good at this, and like do what you do, babe. I love to see you so happy. And I love that you're helping other people, but you've been gone for 10 hours.
Yeah.
You came home with $150.
Yeah, like what do you actually
What? And they're like, it's not about the money.
No, I agree.
I did my chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then he was like, I totally get it, babe. I totally get it, but it kind of is about the money.
The emotional pricing is such a problem.
He was the first person that made me actually look at myself as like a worthy.
Yeah. You got to value yourself.
Yeah,
I have to value
100%.
myself. And if it worked for him, I would still be 99%. You know, everything would be free because it almost is. It is a paycheck. Connecting.
That's what anybody does for anything. At the end of the day, we all still have to make a living.
Yeah.
And we're not going to our client's job and saying, you know, will you do this for like
We had a great time. So how much do I owe you?
yeah, we had or like you don't go to your therapy session and say, oh my God, we had so much fun. Do I get less off?
Right.
So the expectation should be there for us to be able to charge our worth as well.
I know. And I'm full circle on that. Full circle on that. Like my prices are very much hourly. And because again, being almost 20 years in,
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, sometimes you do end up being, throwing in some things.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I say,
Your hair really needs this. So,
especially with like a regular,
all my regulars get pampered.
you're establishing connection with like the other day, Belinda, when she comes back, I'll be throwing some things my way. She was an incredible client, and she was like, above and beyond in my situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely hard, but the best.
We have such a humane job. Like, we're dealing with people. It's not like a price tag that you just put on it. And it's like, hey, this is this Gucci bag. This is how much it costs. You pick it up, you purchase it at the store.
Done.
Yeah.
Ours is time, hours, and then physically touching someone and actual energy transfer.
The energy transfer is huge. Well, and like all of the hats that we have to wear as artists, tattoo artists, hairstylists, what have you. We're not just there and slapping the stuff on and done.
That has to do with people on their worst days, coming and getting attacked.
Absolutely.
Their grandmother that passed away.
Oh yeah.
And those are emotional moments that people are coming to you for, and they're like,
and it's reporting into
and you're like, oh my god, you're making me feel crazy.
Well, that's emotionally exhausting. So when you go home at the end of the day, sometimes you're just like, we can't listen to music. We can't talk to anybody because we have people and we have been our client's cheerleader and our client's therapist and our client's everything for their appointment. So by the end of the day, you're
done for yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, but wait, once you get home and you're already done, you're mostly drained, you better add content. You better post that content.
That's why we need Riley. That's why we need content.
Yes.
I'm telling you, every tattoo shop, barber shop, hair salon, you need a content person. You need just like every salon or place needs a receptionist. Every place needs nowadays.
Everything is online.
A content person.
Yes.
Because no, you're fine.
Because we're busy, so we forget to even take before and afters, let alone all of these content creators that we're in competition with now, and they're having skits and salon spoofs, and it's great and it's fun, but it's it's so much
energy for us.
For me to get content, I literally had a water bottle made with a phone case on it.
Cool. I can't wait to use that
for me to get lazy girl content.
Yeah.
And I
just have a film while you're working, and
that is the only way that I can do it because tripods be tripoding, and
my tripod when I use it, all my content looks like this.
It goes like this, and then when you just get in the zone, you're in the zone. I had gotten the actual zone.
Yep,
and I think it's a huge value for salons to consider having somebody on board just for content.
100%.
Or if you're an independent contractor, do a tradesy.
Yeah.
Do a tradesy with somebody who's willing to come in a couple days a week for a couple hours that we really vibe with and get content.
Yeah.
Because we can't do our work and get our content at the same time.
There's just so much work we're already doing on top of doing the content. There's the designs, there's the product that you guys need. There's so much steps to doing the actual work. Yeah. The mental execution of the work.
The mental load of executing a design, whether it's tattoo, hair color, hair extensions, is way more than what people see.
Way more.
It's hours. It's overthinking it on our glass of wine.
We're sleeping again.
I should have put one more highlight on that one side.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. And then,
we love it.
Yes, we do.
We love it so much. But with the times changing the way that they are and content being social media is our free advertisement.
Yeah.
And if you're not using social media, nobody knows you exist.
You need to use it.
And it's hard to utilize social media when you're running your own thing.
Yes.
And so, tradesies.
Yeah.
Tradesies. Find yourself a content person. If you're a salon owner, hire somebody to come.
Do
specific
offer somebody,
content.
hey, I'll do somebody's hair if you do some content creation for me.
Exactly. Because that is a massive value that is current in current.
It's like invaluable right now.
Oh my gosh. I have Riley come for that big, huge project that I did the other day.
Yeah.
And I have tons of content that I'm almost over
Just one day.
how to edit it.
One day.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to splice and dice it because I have so much. But that is the value, because if she had not been here,
Yep.
you're not going to stop your project to be like, hey, you know what? Hold on 1 second. I need to move my camera. Oh, it's been filming.
You're not even thinking that though either.
No.
You're in the zone.
Yeah.
You're not thinking. So in this day and age, having a content person is everything.
Yes. It is so important.
It is everything.
Biggest red flags in a client.
Red flag client.
Okay, so how about this? You get the DM, and then it says how much. You're like,
2 words.
How much?
how much? How much for blonde? Well, there's so then you start.
Okay, I'll be like 1,200.
That's great.
That's an immediate like red flag.
Yeah.
Is when they no, hey, how are you? Hey, I found you on social media.
No,
I love your work. Just how much for blonde? Well, first of all, blonde spectrum is wild. Second, what do you have, honey? What's living on your head?
Who are you?
Yeah,
Who are you? Nice to meet you too.
yeah. And then you go into conversation with them, and and then finally after 6 hours of going back and forth, you find out their budget is $85.
Yeah.
Well,
And what they write is like 400.
yes. So that would probably be a big red flag. I specialize in extensions, obviously. So I get a lot of, how much? Well, so-and-so charges blinkety blank blank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why
Why are you contacting me then?
Right. Well, that stylist that you just mentioned, I've seen her work, and there's a reason she charges blinkety blank blank.
Mm-hmm. And she uses hair that is blankety blank blank.
Blinkety blank blank.
Right. There's so many factors that come in there. And so if somebody, I think one of the biggest red flags is somebody who immediately, like you said, out the gate is like, wanting a deal.
Yeah.
How much? How much?
Yes.
I'm looking for this, but just like we see in our Facebook pages, I'm looking for this, but my budget is this.
Well, here's what I see in the pages is who does the best balayage for cheap?
Yeah.
Well,
And that
If they're the best.
how do I say best and cheap don't belong in the same sentence? Quality and budget don't, there are going to be stylists that fit into your budget, and that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for the best, you're not going to get a deal.
That's like saying, right? There's the threes. You get time or quality, or cheap price or good work. And it's like one of the three.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
2 out of the 3.
2 out of 3.
So that's it.
Great.
Yes. So I feel like that's something that we see rampant in our, local Tampa groups is somebody looking for the best for the cheapest price.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
You just can't do that.
Yeah. I think what I've learned in my, career is being selective of the energy that comes into your chair.
Not all money is good money. 100%.
Not all money is good money. And because you have to remember, this is not just a, currency exchange. It's an actual energy exchange.
Yes.
And when there's statistics, I mean, there's like, when you are touching someone's head and you're touching their hair,
Yep.
like there is in their skin,
Yep.
there's an energy exchange. If someone is coming into your chair and they are a negative Nancy,
Oh,
rain cloud.
If I know the day before, I'm already dreading the client.
yeah.
Then you're gotta go.
Yeah. At some point, this is a red flag client. I'm trying to hype myself up for days to get out of my book. Like energy vampires, that is
Energy vampires are big. I've tried to weed out a lot of my energy vampires just because like I just can't. And not even because like I hate their hair, it's just because they drain the life out of me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just too much. So
Much. And when you're booked solid,
Yeah.
continuously solid, you know, when you're trying to build a book, there's a little more room for things like that.
Yeah.
Because
you learn on
yeah,
what you can handle, what you can't.
exactly. And
I will say though too, sometimes it's hard because I do get like, especially in the tattoo industry, you do get those clients who like maybe they feel like they're a lot at first when you're talking to them online, and they seem like you're like overwhelmed. You're like, I don't know, this seems like it's gonna be like more than what I want to spend. And they're just doing that because they want to catch your attention or they want to get to know you.
Yeah.
And then when they come in, the vibe is like completely different.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I need to check myself sometimes because I'm
Yeah.
like, this person's actually great. Like, I was just overthinking it.
Yeah.
Or they were probably overthinking it. And now we're like both on the same page.
Yeah.
Those are great moments.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, humbling ourselves.
Yeah. There's always room for humbleization.
There's
Humbleization? Is that a word?
it is now.
Okay.
I get it. Humbleization. Yeah, there's definitely, you know, we're all human.
Yeah.
We're all human.
And sometimes you just have to part ways with clients for one reason or another. Maybe you don't fit in their budget anymore.
Expectations are different.
Yeah.
You can tell them what they want, aren't we?
And that's okay. You
We're
can
changing specialties.
or changing what you're focusing on is 100%, and that's okay. You can refer them to somebody. I refer people out all the time. People say, "Hey, I want this, this, and this."
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, that's just not my specialty.
Crazy color thing. You pick it my
Yeah.
way.
No.
And I love it because I love crazy colors.
If it's any color other than brown or black, I refer them.
Pick it.
I refer them out, and that's that's where I'm at in my career. I can be more selective.
Yeah.
And as we grow in our careers, we can raise our prices, and some of our OG clients will no longer fit in our budget, and that's where we can find them somebody who does fit in their budget, and we can allow new people
Yes.
to come in who do fit, and like
Right.
that's just kind of like the advancement and the evolution of the industry, and you as an artist and
Exactly.
charging your worth.
And charging our worth is really hard in this industry, but it's so important because if you
Not everybody deserves your value.
exactly the energy vampires, the people who are, you know, small town mentality that are like, oh, well, Betsy Sue at this place charged me $145.
Right.
like there has to be a point where you can draw a boundary.
Yeah.
Because in the end of the day, we're not doing this for fun, even though it is fun for
Yep.
us. It's a passion project. And that's why I think it's really hard for us to charge our worth, because this is a passion project. We love what we do, genuinely love it. It's so fun.
Right.
And the reward of people like turning the chair and they looking in the mirror and they start crying and they're so happy, that's a paycheck in itself.
They
And so
feel
it
good
is
about it.
very hard in our industry to charge our worth. But we have to, because if you don't, you're not going to make it 18 years in the industry.
Exactly.
You get 20 years.
So
You have to get out and done.
Well, and the other thing is, as you advance in your career and you can be more selective, you can also be more selective about your time
Yeah.
and when you work and how much you work.
Exactly.
Nights and weekends. Not everybody works nights and weekends.
Yeah.
You know, the newer stylists, as they're building their books, they're kind of like available whenever.
Yeah.
If Bobby wants to get on a Saturday or Sunday, they're gonna come in because they want the experience, and that's great.
Mhm.
But as you have a full book of business, you no longer have to work till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I used to work past 11 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
when I was a single mom and I was paying all the bills.
Had to.
There are some nights I would be here till 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
every single day, 7 days a week when I had to, provide for my children. But now I don't have to do that, and I can clock out at 7, sometimes 4. I don't have to work a Saturday, and that's okay. The clients that need a Saturday will be able to find a stylist who is in like that season of their life.
Mhm.
And that they need that another like transfer of clientele, just advancing. You might have a little, I wouldn't say revolving door of clientele, but you might have a little bit of shift.
Yeah.
You know, the people who can come and take PTO, or they can come on their lunch break or whatever, they can come during the day. Those are there's clients that can do that, and those are going to be your clients.
Right.
The clients who have to have a Saturday after 5. There's stylists for you out there,
There are.
and that's
But if they want you specifically, they'll make it work.
they will make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I have to make it work. I have to take my time off to take my kids to the dentist. I have to take time off work to go to the doctor. It's the same thing. If you value your doctor's time, why don't you value your hairstylist's time?
Exactly.
Because they want to have a life and a family on nights and weekends as well.
Yeah, everyone deserves that.
Absolutely.
Everyone deserves that. And so I think my husband shared a statistic with me. I can't talk. My husband shared a statistic with me earlier, and I want to say it was what was it, 1 point something million?
There's 1.5 million salons.
1.5 million salons in the U.S. 1.5 million salons in the U.S. alone.
That's crazy because I always feel like the tattoo industry is getting so saturated and there's never going to be enough people, but there is. There's enough people.
Always enough.
And there's like salons everywhere. So I'm like, hey,
There's a salon at every corner. There's somebody for everybody. There's a client for everybody. There's a stylist for everybody. There's a tattoo artist for everybody. There's somebody for everybody, and that will fit in everybody's budget and time constraints.
So don't feel bad passing people off if you don't feel like they're a vibe.
Yeah.
If it's not a vibe check, if it's not a fit,
energy is not matching you.
What you said earlier, or one of you said earlier, not all money is good money.
Not all money is good money.
It's it's crucial
Mm-hmm.
to adapt that mentality, earlier on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, earlier than later, for sure.
But it's a hard lesson to learn.
But it
And you know what? We all kind of had to learn that lesson by going through it.
Yeah.
You're not going to step out of beauty school and say,
One thing I'm gonna
not doing it.
wake up Saturday and be like, I don't want to work today.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you are in your career at least 10 years, 5 to 10 years, you're in your
Yeah,
career.
you got to pay your dues a little bit.
Yeah, I would not be bending over backwards for people that drain your energy and you are mush the rest of the day.
Yeah.
If it's not, an even exchange and they make you feel bad about yourself and they make you feel like you need to charge less and you've been doing this for
Right.
half a decade to a decade, like it's pony up, honey.
If Susie Joe can do your highlights for $65,
Send her.
why are you messaging me?
Susie Joe.
Do you have people that you ever like turn away because of like the red flags or anything?
Definitely for like, I would say not, I do turn people away, but I think in my industry, there's certain values that I want. So like, if I feel like it's something that they're asking me for that I can't do, then I'll turn away and I'll just be like, hey, I know somebody else that would do this better than me.
Okay.
Yes, it's that. Yeah.
I 100% do that every single day.
Yeah. Exactly. Portraits. Like all day.
Favorite thing.
Yeah. No, then you
Like, honey, you don't want me to do your portrait?
Like Tommy Joe does the best portrait.
yeah. But I do also still, even like my regulars, they'll ask me for things that I'm uncomfortable with. And they're like, well, I don't want to go to anybody else. I want you to do it. So can you do it in a way that you feel comfortable doing it?
How would you
And so
tailor that?
I've done that. So I don't like doing portraits, but I had a client who wanted a picture of her mom.
Oh.
And yeah, it was tough. It was.
Did you do it?
I did. And she let me do it in a way that I felt comfortable doing it.
Okay.
And it wasn't like realism. So it was
Okay.
more embodiment. A fine line, more lines, light shading. She doesn't like anything too heavy dark, which is great. I like heavy dark, but some people like the lighter tones, not so visible. So I did it the way she wanted, and I was super nervous going in. I was like not super excited, but my husband is helping me.
Yeah. So that's kind of this.
Yeah.
Husbands are the
Yeah, for sure. You gotta find yourself a good
Golden retriever.
find yourself a retriever.
But yeah, no, we work together on the design, and he knows like what I feel comfortable with and what I don't feel comfortable with. So being able to do that for that client because she wanted me specifically, that was amazing for me.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody who just shoots me a message where it's like, how much would you charge for this?
Yeah.
And it's a realism, like full sleeve. I'm like, you know what? I'm not the person to use. Here's this artist. And that conversation ends like that. Yeah. And if it's somebody that I've built a relationship with and we have like more appointments already that
we've had like a report.
Yeah. So she trusts me, I trust her.
Okay.
Like we have that. Yeah. So I think those, honestly, at this point, like I have more of those than anything else.
That's another thing probably in both of our industries is our clients become like our family. They like that where they're like, I don't care if you make this a blob. I'm still not going to anybody else.
Yeah, that's what he always says. Nadine is always telling me, like, you could tell me to shave half my head, and I would do it, and I will do it, no questions asked.
Yeah, those are like
but it's at the same time, like you feel the same way though. Like if you've been going to somebody for something for so long, and they've built that rapport, and you feel like a friendship with them, you're comfortable. You're not gonna go anywhere else. I like that. So I think that's super important to build. It's your personality.
And like that builds loyalty on both ends.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a crazy
industry
that we're in. This beauty.
I guess I didn't really realize how much it translates.
It's like exactly the same.
Same.
Art it is. If you're doing skin instead of hair.
Yeah. But the similarities within hair and skin is also very similar. Like knowing if they put lotion on or if they have the smokers or stuff.
Really, all that plays all that plays a role in skin and hair.
Yeah.
And nails.
And then like blank canvases.
Yeah.
If it's natural and they haven't done anything to it.
For sure.
Where it's like somebody who has like darker skin and they want color, like those cover up. Yeah. And so there's definitely different things that kind of play into like having to mentally prepare yourself for like certain situations.
I don't think people realize
the
prep.
Mental load.
A mental load
The
of
prep.
this.
Really is the prep.
The mental load, like the time, like you came prepared today with a sheet full of like pre-done sketches and stencils.
Normally I would just like do it with you here, but
and I'm sure you've done that also for other people. They're like, oh, I'm gonna pre-make this. I'm
100% everybody.
Like with custom color extensions, we prepare them. There's a lot of prep that goes to hours of it sometimes before somebody even.
I was gonna say, like, even Hunter, when she does like my hair, she's like, oh, let me take a little piece of your hair so I can see how light I can get it for the things that I want. And she'll be like, come in on this day in between my one client.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, am I like messing your day up? Because like having somebody like randomly show up, like they're like, oh wait, where did I book?
I need you to come in this exact.
Yes.
But also having like a random client just show up at random times when you're already in the middle of something, you're like, wait, are you here for today? Like,
I can't tell you how many times my clients walked in and I'm like, where am I? I'm here for Emily. I'm getting my nails done. I'm like,
literally, that is the most stressful. I'm like,
why do I see you walking through the door right now? Hello, let me look at my schedule.
It's rough out here.
That is tough.
But it's the best. It's the best. We keep coming back. Wake up every morning and keep doing it. Because of the passion.
Yes. Wouldn't have it any other way. There's nothing else I could do. I tried to leave the industry and I came right freaking back.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
Like 3 times.
Yep. I was like, oh, actually, I can't type. This isn't it. I'm gonna open another salon.
I'm just gonna go glam because that's what I know. And that's what I love. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so rewarding. It's just, if I could help newer stylists do it better and expedite their time from my mistakes, I'm all about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you do like trainings?
Yes. Nice. Yeah. So we do certifications for our hair extension method that we came up with.
And that's
the Medusa method.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we saw this butterfly method come across the scene, and we sent it to each other on the DMs, and like forever ago. And she was like, oh, I've seen this. I have ideas. I was like, oh, okay.
That's the best.
You know?
That's like the key. I'm like always trying to look out for something new that I could be like, how can I make this better?
Yes, that's exactly what we did. We saw it and we're like, okay, but it needs some tweaks.
Yeah.
So we made, honestly, several tweaks.
Many tweaks.
But that's how you do it. That's how you get the best result.
Saw the blueprint.
Yep.
Floating around, and that we worked together to make the tweaks, and that is the Medusa now. And so, like, the cool thing about the Medusa is like you can install 3 times the installs in one day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It cuts the time. Like,
It takes time off of you as a stylist and off the client getting your extensions done, who are used to getting like sew-ins and stuff and spending hours and hours. It's the fraction of the time now.
We're going to be charging hourly, and it's the fraction of the time. Like, that's beneficial for everybody.
It's beneficial for literally everybody.
because the client doesn't have to pay as much if they're paying hourly.
Yeah.
And then you can get more people in the chair.
Yeah.
You get more installs. You can see more people. You can, you know,
That makes sense.
And it'll fit in other people's budgets and timelines more easily because somebody can come in for a move up on their lunch break.
Yeah.
You know, rather than, oh my gosh, I gotta literally exactly. It's like
so fast.
one row used to take me at least an hour.
That's what I always think. Yeah.
And now it's 15 minutes. We timed it and I got down to 8 minutes.
Yeah. But you got like 10.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
8 minutes. That's like
minutes.
top notch.
We had a stylist comment and they did a row in 5 minutes.
Oh,
I want to see what kind of row that is. I want to make sure.
We were sending it in the group chat, like with our
5 minutes. I want to see somebody do that. You know what we should do? We should do
Yeah.
we should do a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Like have a timer going, like have their phone timer going and doing their install to see how fast people can do their rows.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can do like a giveaway, like who does it like the fastest or something.
Do like a
But you got to do it fast, but you got to do quality.
that is the thing too. That is the thing too, because you know anyone can do anything really fast for the
True. True.
then
True.
the hood.
You got to check it out.
You gotta check it out. Gotta
Let's hash out those details because that
should.
little challenge might be really fun. But
You and I need to do a show off.
let's challenge each other.
a sew-in versus a Medusa. Same amount of grams.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
You know,
Yeah,
one of us can do the sew-in.
you do the sewing.
All right, I'll do the sew-in. Like say 200 grams.
I don't want to do
It
the
can't be a one row. And
No, it has to be gram per gram. Gram per gram.
So, okay, I'm excited. 200 gram install
Yeah.
of hidden bead, the Forever Young method with
Yeah.
bead
Mhm.
versus the Medusa. And we'll see who finishes quicker.
Okay.
Damn. How many are you going to get in while she's doing this?
Like 5.
I'll do multiple people. I'll have like something like clients. I'll be on my lunch break and she's getting on rope.
You're like, you want some sushi over there?
Yeah.
I'm going to go into this humble. I'm going to go into this knowing I already lose. But it
is a good way to show.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, like, there's so much competition in our industries. You know, as an like, I'm sure you see.
I have the best blood. I have the best needle.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, listen, there's enough room for everybody at the table. And to be so
There's so many people.
like, my personality, like, my background is education. That's how I met Paige.
Oh, nice.
Teacher.
That's
At hair school. I was her first hair school teacher. Giving back and teaching is like a massive part of my heart.
That's so funny because I hate teaching.
Everybody is it too.
Everybody's like, why don't you do like classes or courses? I'm like, I don't know how to explain to you what I'm doing and I don't want to.
I did classes and courses. I've done certifications. I've certified hundreds of girls in my sewing method.
And she hates
I flew around the country. You know, I had people fly in. And literally the teaching part was like the hardest part.
Yeah,
That's why we partnered up. So she would be the director of education. She would take over teaching.
Yeah.
And I can be the second kid.
You're like, I'm here to help.
I love.
So, yeah.
Oh, she's the best at it too.
Yeah.
So I can like, as soon as I'm shoulder to shoulder with you, your world is the only.
That's so crazy how there's like different personalities like that.
For sure.
Yeah. My friend, he'll come over and like watch me. He's like, oh, I just want to like come in and ask you a couple questions and watch. I'm like, yeah, sure. For like whatever, come in.
Yeah.
Check me out. he'll be asking me questions. I'm like overthinking it. I'm like, now I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what to do with my hair. I'm like, you supposed to do a spot right here. I'm gonna get to that, okay?
Yeah.
It's bad.
We all have different strengths. There's a seat for everybody. Yeah. And I think
if you're trying to hold that to just yourself, like you're not gonna win in this game.
well, if we help each other win, because we all have different seats, we all have different
Roles.
roles to play. Like if we are all supporting one another, then we literally will all win. And
100%.
so like I want nothing more than to be able to unlock a level of confidence in stylists that like, yes, I can go make this money. Yes, I can be a single mom and pay for gymnastics for my kid.
Absolutely.
Like, I can do this because I have a tool now that can make me make money faster.
Absolutely.
And feel good about myself doing
You can spend less time at the salon if that's the thing. Your clients spend less time at the salon.
and they spend less money.
Yep. And it's better. It's more comfortable.
It's better for like with the sew-in method, there's beads.
I've seen that. I'm like, there's no way I could do that in my hair.
There's like multiple different layers of extensions and then a bead and then more layers. And then
Moving.
I can't imagine having all that stuff in your
There's
hair.
a lot.
There's a lot of hands in pot.
Yeah.
And so typically people that want extensions are people that have like hair loss. And so they already have a troubled scalp. So when you have all those hands in the pot,
Yeah.
they're already kind of traumatized. Scalp is not going to be happy. So we came up with a method that has like 2 hands in the pot. That's it.
No, that's
It's hair and a bead.
That's it.
That's it. Like there's no.
that makes sense. Yeah. Like
And
why?
So it's proven. We have proven that it is. We don't get traction in alopecia. Even on our most troublesome clients, they're not losing anywhere near the same.
No.
amount.
Their loving is so much better
So much better.
than their sew-ins.
Because I think I've heard you helped Hunter with a client with that, and like her hair has been like growing so much better now too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
redhead, I think.
I think she was blonde,
Oh, never mind.
but there could be multiple.
Yeah.
She had a redhead client that was like
Yeah.
night and day.
Yeah.
But yeah, multiple.
I think it is like multiple.
Yeah.
To where like their hair will actually improve in the habit.
Obsessed with it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's so,
It's crazy. You wouldn't think that extension method could help somebody's hair. It'll just mask it, but
Confidence though too.
the confidence is unmatched because
Yeah.
actually I just had a conversation with my bald ex-husband about this. And I'm gonna say this. I feel like it needs to be said. He wants to cut my youngest son's hair. And my youngest son has been growing his hair out for over a year. And we've had a discussion about it because I was like, please don't cut his hair. His mental health is very important. He has other things going on in his life.
His decision to make.
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
It's because he has his masculinity is a little fragile because
He has to.
yeah, I think. So we had a discussion and he said hair doesn't equal mental health. And I said,
oh, honey, who are you talking to? I saw my hairstyle.
I said hair absolutely equals mental health and I have an entire business built on it.
That's insane that he's a man. But
That actually might solve that problem there alone. That's why he has.
But the fact that he had those comments, meanwhile, I have clients who come to me who cry because they have hair and the confidence that they feel with the hair that they have on their head, they feel unstoppable. They're able to do way more things in life with more confidence
100%.
because they feel good in their skin.
It's like coming here today. Like I could have put my hair up and put in a messy bun. I'm not gonna feel good about myself doing
Right.
that. I'm coming in with my hair done because I want to look good.
Exactly.
And I want to feel confident
Exactly.
in myself.
If
It makes a difference.
100%. Well, and the other thing is like having him cut his hair after he's been going through all the ugly phases and growing it out for a certain amount of time because he wants it to be a certain
He wants
thing.
it. He wants it to be a certain
wants it. If he wanted a haircut, I would give him a haircut.
Yeah.
yeah, you cut your other son's hair.
I feel like
I feel like that's
low. They should
him
be able
saying
to choose
that
how
he
they
wants it.
look,
Yeah.
how they present themselves to the world. They should be able to choose. But like, what am I supposed to do? He's just gonna take him on his time to go get a excessive buzz cut, which is like, I wish I could do something in like like legally like courts, but it's like there's no arguing with a man like that who has thoughts like that.
And it's just sad for your son.
It's terrible.
So why would a father want to do that to their own son?
He's done it to the other ones too. He literally doesn't care.
Would Trace be like, no, Dad, I don't want to do this?
No. He played 2 seasons of baseball because he wouldn't tell his daddy he didn't want to.
Oh, that sucks.
So he tells me certain things, and then he's
more comfortable with.
So I just feel sad that there's people out there walking around with that mentality, and that he actually thinks that like hair doesn't mean anything.
And hair might not mean something to some people, and men and women are different. They're all like, there's many, thousands of men that walk around with a shaved bald head and they're confident, but they have confidence in their jacked muscles or in their whatever.
I feel like it would take your confidence to walk around with a shiny bald head too.
Okay, you can't. So, okay, how would he feel if he shaved off his beard and his eyebrows?
Oh, man.
That's hair.
Yes.
Don't tell me the hair does not.
That's the thing too. Like permanent makeup, people are literally getting their eyebrows done.
100%. You like it?
Oh, God. Okay, she touched up my champagne.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. Oh, this is amazing. I'm super happy. Like,
You know how you
Okay, yes. I love mine too.
love it.
Feel the why I didn't.
I put anything on it because I figured you guys might want to take pictures.
Okay.
So I'll still like wipe it before you do that.
Okay. Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
This is fun.
Like, this is fair.
We love having guests.
No, yeah, I love talking. So like I can do it all the time.
We would love to have you back because we have like 20 more hours of tattoos that we would love to.
Yeah.
We can do a session at my spot too.
Oh, yes. That'll be, well, yeah, let's totally
Bring
do
the
that.
camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Camera and
Totally down.
retrievers and
Yep.
do all the things.
Okay. Well,
Well, we're in it forever.
yeah, we are forever. I've never had a matching tattoo with somebody.
Well, we have matching clothes, so.
Kind of permanent. It's permanent.
Okay. That's so
much.
yes, so crafted. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Tattooed for life. Thank you for the tattoo. You're amazing. And tune in with us next time.
yeah, we'll see you next time on the next episode of Girl Hair.